100 rated chess. But you are Gabriel Ultrakill. I don't know who that is, but it's fine. You can only capture pieces, or pawns, that have already captured another piece, or pawn, thus making the capture righteous. Very challenging. We get a 106 from Italy. d4. d5. So I can only capture if he has already captured first, so for real let us hope that this guy is an aggressive player that captures everything without thinking longer than 2 seconds. f3. Very aggressive. Bishop f5. e4. That blunders a pawn, but I can't make the first capture, bishop back instead. He takes d5. Aha! That is the first capture of the game, and since that pawn has made a capture, I can righteously take it. Knight e2. e5. Even further opening up the center, the more active my pieces are, the more value they can provide without having to make captures. Knight ec3. Aha! So this guy chose to attack my queen with that knight rather than the other knight that is closer. Very creative. Queen back to d8. Knight b5. That looks like the most random move ever. Bishop e7. Oh my god, please just take my e-pawn. At this rate I feel like these pawns are gonna stand still like that for the next 20 moves or so. Bishop c4. Bishop h4 check. Alright, if g3 I'll sack this bishop to ruin his kingside pawns. Or he can move his king instead. Okay, that makes his d-pawn pinned to his queen and he can't take my e-pawn anymore, but there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, at least on the bright side his king cannot castle anymore. Knight e7. He moved the king again. Knight f5. Knight c3. Aha! Castle. Moving my king to safety, his knight now can defend his queen, so he's obviously going to take my e-pawn now. Never mind. Okay, I guess those pawns are gonna stay like that for the rest of the game. c6. Knight e3. That is good, at least he's suggesting a trade. Knight a6. Alright, now just take something. Anything. Are you serious? Knight b4. What kind of game is this? Queen b3. a5. Well, I mean, at least now he's moved his queen out of the d-file, so it is finally a good time to take my pawn. Queen a4. Aha! Finally, a blunder that I can practically take advantage of. b5. Alright, now make a desperado with your bishop and let me finally make some progress after 10 moves of absolutely nothingness. Or of course you can also desperado with your queen instead. Ha! Very convenient. C takes b5. Well, I mean, the challenge is still there, but getting rid of his queen is definitely giving the pieces a lot more space to play with. Bishop takes b5. Knight d5. Just take a horsey please. He blunders his own horsey instead. Knight f4. Knight d5. Oh my god, that horsey has been moving all over the place ever since the beginning of this game. At this point that knight is going to have even more moves than the amount of Mario games on the market right now. Rook b8 random move. Knight back to c3 again. You know what, I guess I really have to put some pressure on. Queen g5. Threatening queen takes g2 checkmate in 1. He doesn't care. That blunders a king, but his g-pawn hasn't captured anything. I mean, I can take his bishop who has already made a capture before, but there's no point in doing that. This guy only moves that one single knight anyway. Knight h3 check. King f1 is forced. Knight e3 check. Bishop takes c3 is forced. Aha! Queen takes c3 is righteous. And now queen f2 is an undefendable checkmate in 1. Mission accomplished.